What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, and today we're going to show you again, for the millionth time, how you can punish these bases with 4 air defenses on one side, or 4 air defenses, one on each corner, or two on each, two in each corner, something like that. We're going to use the Queen Walk, Queen Charge, DragLaLoon or DragLoon type of attack. And if you look at this particular base, it's got 4 air defenses all on one side of the base, which means perfect candidate to go ahead and use a dragon attack, especially since those sweepers are not even pointed either towards the air defenses nor from the other side, so it just lends it perfectly. So we're using a queen walk, not even needing a queen charge, because look at that, all 4 of those air defenses are so easily accessible from the queen walk from 4 o'clock all the way up to 1 o'clock with very little funneling that needs to be done. We've used a couple wizards there. We've used the king in there just to speed the queen along, make sure that she doesn't get caught up on all those trash buildings on the outside, and takes away as many of those point defenses as she possibly can. She actually could have reached that archer tower, but didn't do that. But getting so much value, getting 3 air defenses already, and an expo. Those those cannons and mortars are just icing on the cake. It's no big deal. It's time to start the DragLaLoon portion, or yeah, the DragLaLoon portion. I think we have a lava hound in the clan castle, although that wouldn't make any sense. So maybe we have a max dragon with loons in there, or max loons. Okay, so we've got all 6 max loons in there, which I'm not a huge fan of, just because I can't really deploy them where I want to deploy them. But you can definitely use a max dragon and 2 loons, or a max dragon and maybe a baby dragon or something else like that, and bring your own loons and take away one of your dragons. But it works perfectly fine, and that's why we show these attacks, because there's no perfect army. You can use different types of things. Queen is still up with ability, with the healers on top of her, and we still have loons that are taking care of these defenses. This is just absolutely crushed. One of the problems with dragon attacks is time. This has no problem with time as well. So just really nicely done. And we're going to look at 4 of these attacks. Just really powerful at this time, especially when these base builders build their bases with these 4 air defenses on one side. Guys, if you've watched my my channel for a while, you've seen I've said this over and over. 4 air defenses on one side is just a recipe for getting fresh 3-starred. Maybe some of the people that are attacking are not familiar with it because they're not watching this channel, but I've showed you guys how to air attack, how to ground attack, how to go ahead and use dragons, every single type of style on these bases with 4 air defenses on one side. It's your pick. So we've got the king that's taking care of whatever he can of this clan castle, and the queen is going to walk all the way from 3 o'clock all the way around to 9 o'clock without having to worry about any of those air defenses. Just really nice. Using a poison to take care of that clan castle that's in there right now. And then we've got a wizard that's helping out with that baby dragon. Unfortunately, that wizard's going to be a hero and run up and take the shot of the cannon. Would like that wizard actually to stay back and help with the king, but we don't always get what we want. Dragon's going to come in from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock and just work their way all the way up there. There we go with the dragons. They don't even have to worry about the clan castle. All they have to do is worry about the queen. But they have 2 rages, now 1 rage, because the queen is going to use one of the rages for the king. But 1 rage and 1 haste and 1 heal. It's just going to push them through really nicely through the rest of this base. The enemy king is down. Queen really has absolutely nothing to stop her. He's got the expo on top of the one of the healers, but it still has ability and really doesn't have hardly any point defenses left. Just some Teslas, going to get tons of value taking out that Tesla farm. And then we've got the LaLoon portion coming in at 9 o'clock, and that we need those loons to get in there right before that lava hound pops. There we go. Really nice timing. That queen is going to pop her ability, not because she has to, but just because we want to take out that air defense, because everything is moving along very swimmingly, very nicely, and she gets that down just as it's hitting a couple of those one of those dragons, but the dragon does not even get taken out. So just again, really nice use of the ability, really nice attack, taking out that last Tesla with like 3 or 4 dragons left over. Queen and loons just demolishing that base. All right, two more attacks, same exact composition. We've got 6 dragons, 4 healers, and we've got a wizard on this one with 6 loons, and I think a lava hound in the clan castle. But look at this. Now we got 4 air defenses on each corner, or 1 air defense on each corner. Again, a recipe for disaster for the base builder. It's just so easy to attack with air. You can do a queen walk from any of the corners to any of the corners and at least get 2 of the air defenses. Throw in some Teslas for value here. Just tons of value on this queen walk for the air attack. Haven't even deployed the healers yet because we want to take out that air defense right before we do. Really nice timing there. Just got to make sure that there's not too many point defenses on the queen. Otherwise, she's going to probably need to either pop the ability or use a rage super quick. We've got bowlers. Okay, so we don't have a LaLoon. We've just got bowlers that are going to take out that air defense there. And we've got at least 1 haste to haste those other loons in at either 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, as that queen is not walking the way I think we really want her to walk, which would be down to 3 o'clock. So even when things don't go perfect, we can still go ahead and improvise using a rage, because those rage bowlers are now going to get that 3rd air defense at 6 o'clock, and now all we have to do is worry about that 3 o'clock air defense. And we've got 6 dragons. This base is already 50% crushed. Look at that funnel. I mean, those dragons can go nowhere but here. We've got a baby dragon and a regular dragon in that clan castle under poison. Those dragons under rage with queen help, just going to take those out in 2 seconds. And then we've got a hasted loons coming in at 3 o'clock with a direct shot after that mortar to go ahead and take out that air defense. They're going to crush that out. Really simple. Maybe pick up some black bombs. No, but that would even be icing on the cake. So we've got at least 4 dragons up, maybe 5. I can't really tell. And yeah, they're gonna go ahead and like basically 2 breath that queen away. They're going to get a little caught up on this king, but look, we've got 1 point defense left, which is that Tesla. And just as far as Clash of Clans math, 1 Tesla versus 5 dragons, that Tesla's going to lose. In fact, that Tesla's not even going to get a chance to get crushed by those 5 dragons. It's going to get beat by that queen before that even happens. So we're hoping for a quick and painless death. There we go. And we've got this base completely done. All right. So we've shown you how to go ahead and take care of an attack with 4 corners with 1 air defense. Last one, we're going to look at number 39, Maddie getting a 6-pack, and I apologize to him because I don't think I put him in the 6-pack shout out on the last war, but we're doing the same composition with a hog. That hog is going to be dropped in to get tons of value, at least for funneling purposes. Take care of that mortar and help these wizards do the funneling for the queen. So her job is to go from 5 o'clock until about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock and jump in over that king altar and get all 4 of those ADs, one of them already being down. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but it's going so well that the wizard's actually going to get that air defense. So not only the king is funneling up top, but not only is this base like 4 air defenses on one side, but those 4 air defenses actually have nothing protecting them as far as any other like point defenses or whatever. So just tons of value getting on here. We've already done tons of funneling at the 9 o'clock for the dragons. Look at that. We fat finger, so we do a double rage. We do a swag rage already, which and for those of you that think it gives you double the rage, it doesn't. It just acts as 1 rage. So queen is going to take the jump in here, going to get the Tesla and the other last 2 air defenses, and that as soon, well, not as soon, they can drop it now. There we go. Both sweepers and air defense, so things are going to go great. We have to take care of this queen, not quite getting it in poison, but getting the baby dragon and other clan castles in that poison, and queen is going to finally take the rest of that jump, use ability, get that sweeper, and I think die right here so it doesn't get that last expo. If we had that 2nd rage, we could have used it to rage the healers up and heal the queen back up, and she would have gotten that even quicker, taking care of that expo, that cannon, and probably beaten on a couple walls to get to the wizard tower or whatever. We still haven't even used our clan castle yet, and that is going to be max loons. We're dropping a minion in there again just for some trash cleanup. And we've got our loons that are going to go from cannon to wizard tower to archer tower to wizard tower, and then hopefully to the expo. But I don't think they're going to make it that long, especially with the wizard tower giving them so much splash damage, with the 1-2 punch, the wizard tower giving splash damage and the expo picking it off. But not a real big deal. I think we've got 4 dragons up and 1 expo versus a 4 dragons, especially a level 2 expo. I think you're going to know the outcome of who wins that. So anyway, look at these different compositions here. They're basically the same each one, but this one was a cool one because it had a jump in there. You can use wall breakers if you need to wall break, whatever makes sense for the base to get those 4 air defenses, or at least 3 of them, and have a plan for that 4th one. Just crush these bases, make them, punish them for what they're built, how they're building it. If you guys haven't already, like, subscribe. If you enjoy these videos and you benefit from them, and you want your clan members to start getting those 6-packs, then go ahead and recommend this channel to them as well. I want to try to get this up to 5,000 subscribers. We'll do a special 5K subscribers type of video, as well as probably start streaming. But I need to get those views up higher and those subscribers up higher. So go ahead and use these different compositions, get those 6-star clan wars, and practice those 3-star attacks.